Your audience will have certain expectations regarding your portfolio and how you curate your work. As such, the way you go about accomplishing the goals you've set for your portfolio goes beyond your immediate needs and has quite a bit to do with your audience's needs and expectations. To accomplish this, you'll need to employ a user-centered approach to problem solving called design thinking. Design thinking is a mindset rooted in the practice of empathy, which is the act of recognizing the humanity in others. Another way of putting this is that you'll have to look for the overlap between what you need and what the users need. A design thinking method of figuring out the overlap between you and your users' needs could be to create a questions and assumptions matrix. This is a design thinking tool that allows you to better consider what you do and don't know about your users. To do this, let's first establish your users. In this instance, your portfolio's users may be recruiters looking to make referrals, or team leads, developers, or designers who need to find someone they can effectively work with. Now that we know who our users are, we need to think on what they actually need. Here's how the matrix works. It consists of two columns that you fill in with sticky notes. On the left, you have questions you want answered about your user's needs. And on the right, you'll place assumptions that you believe to be true about your user's needs. For the questions, ask yourself the most fundamental questions that you would need to know about your users, like, what could they likely want from this interaction? Or what does this company care the most about? These tend to be very broad questions, but very helpful for you to pinpoint how you need to put your portfolio content together. For your assumptions, you may assume that a dev at a particular company might be short on time if they're looking at portfolios for another teammate to help lighten their workload. That would definitely affect how you go about presenting your work. The point of this exercise is to help you figure out what you do and don't know, and then help you to consider those things against what you actually want to accomplish. In your questions and assumptions matrix, you'll likely realize whether a business places less emphasis on traditional academics or not. And if so, the recruiter will likely anticipate and appreciate an informal tone in the writing used to describe your process and work. You may use this tool to acknowledge that developers who conduct portfolio screenings might place a greater immediate emphasis on the actual outputs found in a GitHub repo than on the tone of writing. Or you could deduce that designers will immediately be considering how the site's aesthetics contribute or detract from the overall user experience. In the next video, we'll build on these ideas by discussing how you establish the voice of your portfolio.